Hello. I've rebranded my second channel from a stop motion channel to a just second channel where I upload miscellaneous videos. This is because I couldn't be bothered to do them, but also I'm pretty sure this video was originally made to be a New Year's thing, but I didn't really want to upload the video, so I thought later upload on the second channel, but yeah, enjoy the video. I'm not completely sure if it was made for New Year's though, but I do know it's made for my new video, which is taking ages to come out. Trust me, it's really long. I hope it's worth the wait, but when it finally releases, you'll understand why, considering it is very, very long. For my standards, at least. So annoyingly right now my DVD reader will not shut up, it's making a lot of noise, but also, sorry about the actual sound of this video. It doesn't sound very good, because the audio on the microphone of the camera is not very good, but I hope you still enjoy the video, as this was made because of how long my new video is taking, so enjoy this in the meantime. Oh, and now you shut up, you DVD reader.
Hello. So, my video that I've been working on, the one that isn't this, is taking longer than expected. So I thought I'd show off all of my DVDs I collected last year. So, please enjoy. Right, so I thought it'd be best to start with my South Park ones, as this is gonna be probably the majority of the video, for a multitude of reasons that you're gonna see soon, but this is what got me into collecting DVDs. I love these sets, even if they are very flawed. But let's get into me opening them and looking at them, telling you how cool they are. So, enjoy. So, this is South Park Bigger, Longer and Uncut on DVD. I actually have 2 copies of this film on DVD, because the first copy I had came in a Warner Brothers flip case. If you know what that is, then good on you, but if you don't, hello, if you don't, then I would look it up. But this is my copy, and if you notice, it's actually not got 2 sides to the DVD. Look, it's one side. Well, it doesn't have any art on it. That is because it is 2-sided, because basically one side has the 4x8 aspect, I think. It might be 4x9. But they both have different aspect ratios. Yeah, look, 4x3 it is, sorry. But yeah, and then the other one has 16x9, and that is what makes them different. And I'll go get my other copy of the film and show you that. Here's my other copy. Comes in this horrible case, and this is the Warner Brothers flip case. It is the same thing. I love the description of the film. If you're male or female, or of any particular ethnic, sexual, religious, or national persuasion, you may be offended by this movie, or perhaps this movie may make you laugh more than any other recent comedy. So it's basically just the same thing, but it has this, and it's in a horrible cheap plastic case. So we're going to move on to something that's in a good cardboard case. This. This is season 2. This isn't the first South Park DVD I got. This is the 4th. I didn't buy it in any order, but I don't have season 1. which I probably should get because it's season 1. But I kind of just saw this in a shop and thought, you know what, why not? And there's a sticker I peeled off by here because I have it on other ones, and it's like, why do I need it on there? There's actually something I want to show later, but yeah. So, that is from the Halloween episode where they all have beards. That was a pretty good episode, actually. I like that one. So, 15. Yeah, that's basically just South Park. This, I don't know what I can say about it hugely that isn't just like, could be said about any of them, but that is from the Chicken Lovers episode, and that's what spawned the infamous Respect My Authority. Now, I'll show you this in a minute, but let's open this up and look what's inside. That, I don't remember what episode that's from. Yeah, no, just don't remember. Again, why are they so obsessed with Chicken Lover? It wasn't a very good episode. It was a fine episode. It's just like there are better episodes in the season. That's the what's it called? Let me check what it's called. I can't remember. That was from the episode. I can't remember a surprising amount of these episodes. I've seen all of them. I've seen every episode of South Park. Up to season 28, I couldn't watch any. I'm getting off track, but it's something special about this one. This is the only. I almost said the first. The only South Park disc to be rated a 12 in the UK. All the others are 15 or 18. So being careful there. But there are some patterns I notice on here that they don't really continue. If you look, they have one coloured character, and that is the same character on each. So Cartman's coloured there, Cartman's coloured there, Cartman's coloured there. I don't know, it's consistent. I like consistency. Pretty sure one of these discs also has disc rot. Just remembered that. But yeah, that was that one. That's the same episode as that one, I'm pretty sure. Or it might be in Conjoined Fetus Lady, actually. But this is just an ad for MTV shows in here for some reason. Beavis and Butthead. That is a hard show to watch nowadays. And I don't mean because it's hard as in, like, it's not aged well. I mean, like, you just cannot find it anywhere. But yeah, I've never actually watched Beavis and Butthead. If I should try and find a way to watch it, tell me in the comments. South Park on DVD. I have like, I think I have all of these besides from season 1. I need to get season 1. But yeah, so that was season 2. So that really wasn't one of the best seasons. It was still a pretty decent season, but a lot of other seasons are better. There are worse seasons though, but on to our next season. Season 3. So, this... What? Oh, yeah. This one's the first one to be rated an 18 in Ireland. That's why there's only one rate. Oh my God. That's why I can't hold it properly. That's why there's only one rating on the box. And, yeah. Oh yeah, I love the additional bonus features, interactive menus, and scene access. Yeah, because no other DVD has that. Get this one out of its shell. This was the Chimp Pokemon episode. I really don't care all that much about Pokemon. That was the two guys naked in a hot tub episode. That was a really funny episode. Yeah, that's probably one of the best of the season. Tweek versus Craig. So all I can think of is Tweek x Craig. That was a funnier episode than Tweek versus Craig. That is Starvin Marvin in space. That was fine. So yeah, that Corn Spooky Ghost Pirate Mystery. That was a boring episode. Discovery. Look, you can't see the camera isn't good enough quality for that. 18. And why is that? Just watch the last episode of the season and you'll understand. I'm not gonna say why. I'm not risking it. And that was Rainforest Main Forest. The best name to any episode of South Park ever. Right, season 4 next. So, this is season 4. Let me just add, I've noticed the way I've stacked my DVDs to grab them. I've done it so poorly. Like, season 8 is at the top, season 7 is just below that, and season 6 is below that, and then season 5. So I'm going to have to grab the bottom one, just slide it out. So, back to season 4. So, what can I say about this one? It's so special. I don't really have a hugely interesting story. Actually, no, yeah, I do. So, this, season 9 and season 6, I got all of these together, and I got this one for free. This one came completely free because I bought season 9 and season 6. So I saved like £4. I know not much, but saved money is saved money. So yeah, back to the DVD. That was the Tooth Fairy Tats 2000. The names of the episodes really haven't aged well because of the fact that they were parodying something people were doing at the time. It's a lot like Police Squad and how they were parodying other shows by saying in colour, which that really hasn't aged. Something's sticking on here, but that hasn't aged well. That is Chef Goes Nanas. That episode. Oh boy, it's a good episode, but oh my god, is it offensive? Honestly, I really like that. That's the sticky. But that is a good episode, just because of how offensive it is. And look at that. 18 in Ireland. Now, I've watched all of these, and I'm only guessing here on what one's got it rated in 18. Wow, this is spinny. 15 this one. 2, 3. That was Timmy 2000. That's the first episode Timmy was ever introduced. Yeah, Timmy's a good character. I know he's not aged well in the slightest, but still. So, I think the episode on here that got rated in 18 is something you can do with your finger, because it's overall a pretty crude episode if you've watched it. But I actually like that one. It's the one on the cover. But it's a pretty good episode, and I can definitely see why they made it the cover of it. And this picture is taken from one of my all-time favourite episodes of the show, Helen Keller the Musical, if I'm right. If it isn't, correct me, but I'm pretty sure it is. But that is one of my favourite episodes of the show. I love it. Oh yeah, and it has Pip. So why was this one? I think it's because of Fat Camp and the gross out in it. Or it might not be. I'm not sure on this one, because maybe it's the bonus feature. Maybe it's the commentary. But there really isn't much to make it rated an 18 in Ireland. And they're just so soft. I don't get why. They're just so soft. I'm not saying the name of the episode because of the name of the episode, but still, that was one name of an episode. Oh yeah, also, and paedophilia references. Right, moving on to the next one. Time for the first one with the banned episode on it. Oh yeah, I forgot. There was a huge scab thing by here, so I drew it with a pen. I don't know if that's going to make it worth less, but I notice it occasionally, but I notice it a lot less than just a white mark. But this one has a banned episode on it. This was a very good season overall. It's got some of the best episodes of the show. It's got some of the best episodes of the show, like Scott Tenorman Must Die, and introduced some some good characters, like Towley, who works great with the people around him. Maybe even though he is the star of my least favourite episode of the show, I do like when he's around because of the people around him working off him so well. Right, that's a bit of a rant. Sorry. Yeah, season 5. This first one. Yeah, this one is the one with this has super best friends, with Kenny having soup poured out of him. But yeah, that has super best friends, which is the banned episode, because it features the Prophet Muhammad. So, to any Muslim viewers, I didn't make it. Matt Stone and Trey Parker made it. Don't blame me, blame them. But they have banned the episodes, and this is the only way to legally watch them anymore. Besides from season 14, which just says, screw you if you're British, like me. But enough about that. Yeah, this set is, again, it's good. It's South Park. It's another great season. Yes, it just... Why'd that one fall out? That one's, yeah, that one's pretty normal. This one's in pretty good condition overall. This was Butter's that was another really good one. Butter's own very own episode. If I can say it properly. Right, next one is an interesting season. So this is South Park season 6. Which, have you noticed any one missing from the cover? Kenny, yes, it's Kenny if you didn't notice. Season 6. I do think season 5 was better in my opinion, but I think season 6 was another very good season. I just don't think, if I'm being critical here, I think the highs are higher in season 5. I mean, that had the best episode of the show. But being subjective, I do prefer season 6. So yeah. This was a very creative season. Weirdly enough, the season without Kenny features him the most. Yeah, and look, like I said, Ireland are just so soft with the ratings. 2 of these are rated 18, and I genuinely don't know why. My assumption is, like, I don't know, maybe Jared has AIDS, because, I don't know, it's a bit crude. Also, if you look at like what I said about the colour, you notice it's starting to change. Look, he's coloured in there, but so is Butters. But yeah, and why that one's? I think it's a Red Hot Catholic Love. For some reason, this one has a big. I don't know if the camera's picking up very well, but there's like a big mark going across there. Also, I quote this guy all the time. I always say, it's about having a good time. I quote him way too much, and nobody ever laughs. Besides from myself, I laugh all the time whenever I do it. Enough about me. Yeah, season 6, another great season. This was like when South Park hit their absolute stride. This was like when they were doing banger after banger after banger seasons. And yeah. Season 7. Yeah, again, this is just a better season again than season 6. But if you look, this one is rated an 18 in Ireland and the UK. Why that is? Well, I know, it's just because it's South Park. It's actually because of the audio commentaries. But yeah. Season 7, this was a great season. Raisins, that was a great episode. But yeah. Oh yeah, I love the cover for this one. I love the graffiti look to it, and I love I love the way they've put the kids on it, being a hole in the box. Yeah, that was the detective episode. That was good, but this is the one rated an 18. But weirdly enough, it's rated a 15 in Ireland. Ireland. I'm gonna cut that the video. Rated a 15 in Ireland. Yeah, I don't know, ratings are weird and inconsistent. I don't fully understand them. I honestly don't fully understand why we need them at this point. Oh, God. I honestly don't fully know why we have them at this point. I mean, nobody follows them. Well, besides from cinemas, but they legally obliged to. It's not a choice. But yeah. So, this is one. This is going to be incredibly nitpicky, but I noticed a mistake on here. If you look at their eyes, it is remained consistent throughout the show that their little eyes, but if you know, there's a little black line. It always points to the left. I was going to say right, the left. But Stan here is facing one's facing to the right. And I think what they've done is they've taken Kyle's face, and they've just flipped it over. Because if you look at the mouth, it's just the same but flipped over. But yeah, that's something I've spotted. Look, it's consistent there. The mountains are very low quality for some reason, don't know why. Oh yeah, they've gotten rid of the little thing to pull the box out. That's really annoying, because I use that to pull it out. Look, you notice there's a little indent by that. I often use that to help me pull them out. They've removed that. They removed it on season 7, but that one's way easier to get out because there's no vacuum. Sorry about that rant. I love the way this one works, because it has a weird anime persona things. This is the best season of South Park. This is peak South Park in my opinion. Don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that, but if I am, so be it. Michael Jeff, that was that was an episode, wasn't it, guys? Remember that episode? Yeah, Michael Jackson with a huge tash. This one isn't in the best condition. These discs come out way too easily. The discs themselves aren't very scratched, but yeah, it just isn't in the best condition. You know, I don't really like this box set compared to the others all too much, because it has the colour of grey, and I don't think it works for some of the pictures. I think it works for some of them, but this one is an example. I don't think the grey-white colour works with the nice flowers. I think it's a contrast that doesn't really work, but yeah. That was an episode. That's a criticism I have. That's a criticism I have. No, I'm kidding. This picture, I remember this episode. I don't know what to think of that episode at times. It's good, but I have a lot of criticisms of it. This one does the exact same thing as the season 8 one, where they have the normal boys, and then when you uncover it, it's in a different art style. Whoa! Whoa! I'm sorry. I should have never done that. That was the dog episode. I'm not talking about that one. I'm not saying the name of that one. That was the Darth Chef episode. That was the death of Chef. No, the return of Chef, sorry. And that episode was kind of, how do I say, boring. A lot of people criticize it for having no social commentary compared to the episode before. I criticize it for not being funny. And for a good while now... Oh, wait, no, actually, no. Wait, ignore what I said about consistently being 15s after this. This one's another one rated 18 in Ireland, I'm assuming. Well, this disc is more scratched. I need to check if this works. I need to check. So, no. Yeah, this is rated an 18 in Ireland. Why? Alright, so, moving on. So, I think most people will understand that's a joke, but I don't think everyone will understand what I was referring to. I admit I genuinely just don't understand. Oh, this episode was depressing. I did not like Stanley's Cup. This episode sucks. Let me get. This episode sucks. Yeah, there's nothing really especially good about it. It's kind of just depressing. That's the worst episode of the show in my opinion. A Million Little Fibers. I cannot stand that episode. It is just Towley being annoying for 20 minutes long, and no one is tolerable in it. No one comments about how annoying it is. Right, season 11 now. That's a pretty clean slide. Let me... Whoa. This is... So I got this one for a little cheaper than usual, because it's in rough condition, to say the least. What the outside cover is. The inside isn't bad. really at all, but yeah, so this is season 11. I really like the cover on this one. It's very creative and works well considering the episode it's taken from. And when you slide it out, it goes to a good joke in the episode. One sec. Yeah, that was a good one. And that was the episode More Crap, where Randy takes the biggest crap man has ever taken. And that was the list. That was... I hear a lot of people saying that it's like the best episode of the show. I have to vehemently disagree, because South Park is meant for comedy, right? That was a good episode of Imagination Land. It had good jokes and it was very creative. South Park is for comedy. I know I just said creativity, but it also had good jokes. So, why exactly are you saying an episode about emotion is good in a silly comedy show with political themes? Exactly. I accidentally just spat on my screen. Not my screen, my camera screen, whatever you call it. But yeah, that's why I don't think that episode is all too great. And that was Fantastic Easter Special, which was not fantastic. It was just alright. So that was the first 11 seasons. We still got a few more to go, so buckle up. So I'm going to stand these together for a second, because you might notice something's different about them. These are the only 2 Blu-rays on South Park. What's the word? These are the only 2 South Park Blu-rays released in the UK. And I don't know why, because all of it is in Blu-ray in America, just not in the UK. So, I don't know. I'll move that out of the way for a minute. So this is season 20 on Blu-ray, which, as you can tell, is all themed around the episode Major Boobage, which that was one of my favourites of the season. Very good comedy, and it looks gorgeous. That was the 2-parter that I forget about. So yeah, it very different feel to just the inside of this in general. But yeah, you can definitely tell that it's different. How do I'm thinking of how I describe this. The materials used to make it feel a little different, but they feel the same quality. In some ways, actually a better quality, but, you know. Also, 18, and I genuinely don't know. Like, I had a clue for some of them, but I genuinely have no clue for either of these, because I don't think Breast Cancer Show Ever is bad enough, and I don't think any episode in the 3rd disc is bad enough, so, yeah. That was the first book. I got 2 of these, so... For some reason this folds the other way. Like, they normally fold like that, then that. But no, it folds like that, then that, this one. So, this next one, you're going to notice something that's even more off about it. Slightly taller than the other one, but... You noticed it, yeah? So this is themed around the pirate episode. And for some reason, there's a lot more of a bump on it compared to the other. I'll get another one out. Look. So if you look on this one, you notice that the bump is more material-wise, and you can't really see it on a camera, like, at all. But with this one, Look, it's a lot more of a bump than the other one. Oh yeah, it's better to see it in... I don't know how to describe it, but there's much more, comes out a lot more. And then that was near the end of the pirate episode. And Cartman got his face cut off a little bit. Don't know why they couldn't just cut off like that a little bit. And they had to cut off his face, but, you know, never mind. And this one, for a second I thought that disc had fallen out. This one, if you look, is, you know, it's big one big long panel. This one's, my nail's stuck on my finger. This one, for some reason, is just like, but differently. Why is that? I don't know. But it's put on 2 discs. I'm fidgeting with the discs, but these came in really good condition. This was in really good condition, this one. But yeah, that season 13, good solid season. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one, because it was on a Blu-ray, but there's only 2 discs. They kind of got lazy and just put 2 discs instead of 3, but, you know, doesn't matter. You know, I have these all separated onto different piles, and these piles are getting huge. Right, so, season 14. This was the episode with the trilogy that I refuse to say the name of. It started in season 13, but... Oh, there it is. This is the name of... yeah, I'm not saying it because it's a racial slur. But it also means raccoon, so... yeah. I like this comic. It looks like nice comic art. I don't know. So, this one, on America, this back's different. Another long panel by here. With all the adults saying no to Jersey. That episode was fine. I enjoyed it enough, but yeah. So this is the episode where Randy microwaves his baby maker to, like, so he can buy marijuana. That was... Sorry, I'm having war flashbacks. That was an episode that happened. Yeah, that was a silly episode, but I love the scenes. It's gonna sound bad, but I love the scenes when they're bouncing on their nuts like space things. Also, this one doesn't align properly. Look, if you look by there, it just doesn't align at all. It would align about by there, but no, they they printed the picture wrong on the disc, or on the back, I'm not sure. I'd say on the disc though, but yeah. So that was season 14, and it's also missing 2 episodes. 2 episodes, 200 and 201, and the only way to watch them is to watch them on the American disc. And I'm not importing that. So, this is season 18, and I'm going to have to be careful when opening this, because I can't show the picture on the front of this one, because, well, you can look it up, you can find pictures of it online, but I'd just rather not. And not saying this option is much better, but still. Yeah. Well, this episode, that was a stupid one. That is the highest rated episode of the season, by the way. I think Freemium Isn't Free is still quite a bit better. And then look at this one. They're both rated 18 in Ireland, 15 in the UK. Season 18 is a really underrated season in my opinion. I really enjoyed this season. Same with seasons 17 and 19. I really enjoyed them. I think people don't give them the praise they deserve. So I was making sure that I had the right side, because I don't want to, show that one. So that was season 18. Didn't have much to say about that one, but So here we get into these cases. I got this at HMV. Yeah, I got this one new. I bought this one new, so yeah, this one is two 40-minute specials and not a whole episode. And wow, it sounds like I'm cracking something then. It has this big fat picture of all the characters. I want to know what everyone thinks. Does everyone think that the vaccination special or the pandemic special is better? Because I think they're both good. But the vaccination special is quite a bit better in my opinion. But yeah. Oh yeah, new rating. Look, it's got the new rating. I don't know what to say. But yeah, I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Enjoyed the 2 episodes on this quite a bit, and I like this. So yeah, that's season 24. I feel like I'm trying to say something, but I can't. I don't know what to say. These were fantastic specials. Yeah. Since I tried to stay family friendly, I'm gonna, block this. It's South Park. You can guess. So it's a woman holding a picture. It's South Park. You can guess what's underneath it. But yeah, I really enjoyed these 2 specials. These were some of the finest South Park media that they made at that point. I still think there are better episodes, but yeah, I love South Park, especially these episodes. I just love South Park, and I've got one more special treat to show you guys. The Cult of Cartman. This is incredibly rare, I think, this. So me being able to find this at all is a miracle. Well, yeah, miracle brought on by Cartman, our Lord and Savior. Yeah. So this one is kind of just a compilation of episodes. I kind of just wanted this because, well, it's rare. I know I shouldn't, but I like South Park. I got it for a good price. Yeah. So, what can I say about this one? Not too much. Oh yeah, it has 2 banned episodes on it. Season 10 had these 2 and I forgot to mention it, but yeah, so that's the Cult of Cartman. This video's just getting started. Right? See ya when I look at my next thing, when I decided what that'll be. So, these are all my Simpsons DVDs, and you're gonna notice 2 things. 1, there's a lot less of them, and 2, my season 6 copy doesn't come in a massive annoying Homer hat, because I'm British. Get wrecked, you Americans. You don't get the gloriousness of season 6 in the cardboard box. So yeah, onto the DVDs. So, season 2. I don't own season 1. I need to get season 1, both shows. I almost got season 1, but it was in such abhorrent condition that I just didn't buy it. So this is season 2. There's no back to this one, because it comes on a piece of paper, and mine didn't come with one. So, season 2. For some reason my disc on here is a bit faded. I'm pretty sure I still had this one in my I Miss DVD videos. My voice now, I sound miserable to do this. With a lot of these, I've noticed I got some nitpicks with it that kind of just add together, like this booklet. Yes, it's nice in colour, but it's annoying how... Is my head in the camera? So no, never mind that. It's annoying how I have to grab that, and I have to like bend a huge piece of cardboard. But what I do love is this has like a head swapping gimmick, and they really love that gimmick. And there's pictures underneath, and now I can't be bothered to show all these pictures because I'm a busy man and I have a busy schedule. But yeah, this is working. It does work really well for what they want, but there are a few nitpicks I have with it. But overall, the Simpsons ones are seasons 1 through 5 of the Simpsons are the creme de la creme of DVDs. And I got season 4 now. So, it's very inconsistent which ones I have. They do get a tiny bit more consistent after this one. Well, yeah, after this one. So this one, what can I say about it? Oh my god. Oh my god. I got this at a car boot sale, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got it at a car boot sale. It cost me like £2. And... well, it's the Simpsons. I forgot the condition of this one is not very good. For some reason, this one is just always a floater. Yes, that's what we call them. That's what us DVD hoarders call them. They call them floaters. But yeah, this, in my opinion, is the best of the box sets because it has the nicest art. And it also has the best of the setups, because as you're going to see with season 6, they changed it, and they changed it again after that, and it's just, I'm not buying it after that. Sorry to go on a rant, but yeah, basically, they kind of made the materials really cheap after season 9, but they kind of got worse after season 5, but still, that's when they remain good. Right, here is season 5. What did I... oh yeah, this one has the piece of paper on the back that I said was missing from 2. Yeah, so this one's circus themed. I like this picture of Maggie holding up Peanut, and then the elephant eats the peanut on here. That is a nice picture. Pretty sure one of these episodes has, I think it's this one. It might be season 3, which I used to own. Not anymore. I think it's in here, or season 3. One of them has Spinal Tap. And if you know what Spinal Tap is, then I'm not talking about the surgery. I'm talking about the comedy film. If you know what the comedy film Spinal Tap is, then good. It's a very funny film. Yeah, I think we can agree. Thank you for the handshake. That was very nice hand. You got a good handshake there. But yeah, that's in one of the episodes. Anything I can say about this one? Oh yeah, they got the stack design, as I call it. This one is... Oh, so I want you to guess. I'll give you 10 or so seconds. Guess how much I got season 7? Oh, 6 and 8. I skipped over 6. Well, I'll go back to that next. But guess how much I got 7, 6, and 8 for. Guess how much money it cost me. Nothing. I got it completely for free. Also, look at how high quality this is. Look, an entire page. And this just feels so thick and heavy and high quality. Like, oh my god, I can gush about how good this is for... Steamed hams! Steamed hams! Steamed hams! Steamed hams! Steamed hams! Steamed hams! Wait, Fall Out Boy. That's a band, Fall Out Boy. So I accidentally skipped over season 6. Yeah, this was the Who Shot Mr. Burns season, and if you look on the back, it's Maggie. It was the baby. And this one's missing a booklet, sadly. Oh, that was gross. I don't really have much to say about this, because I don't have that much knowledge on The Simpsons. But what I can say is that I think that Who Shot Mr. Burns is one of the best episodes of The Simpsons. Like, thing is, the murder mystery aspect of it doesn't make the comedy of it worse. In fact, I'd actually argue it's one of the funniest episodes of The Simpsons. And I just think they did an amazing job at it as well, giving all the hints. And this is the best season of the show. I don't think many people disagree with that claim. Some people probably do. But after this, that's definitely... Oh, this one feels really high quality. That's really when the show started to hugely downgrade in quality. I don't know why this one has a photo theme, but it does. So yeah. Those were my Simpsons DVDs. I'm going to move them aside. So I got some miscellaneous ones, and then we'll do my Futurama ones next. Chainsaw Man. Bit of a contrast going after The Simpsons, but Chainsaw Man. I love Chainsaw Man. If you have followed... Oh wait, I haven't looked at the back a sec. If you've followed my letterbox, I have said that I think this show is one of the best shows I've ever seen. Yeah. 15 for strong, bloody violence, gore. No way. Sex references, horror and language. None of that should be a surprise if you've watched the show. So yeah, I got this in a HMV. It was on sale. It was like a bit less than usual. I think I got it for £10 cheaper. And this annoys me. For some reason, they just have the cover printed out on the back, just like with the Australian rating, the one that... And, like, why would you do that? There's no point. Because the discs have the UK rating, and I don't think Australia is in Region B, so bit of a rant. But the reason I bought this is because the animation of Chainsaw Man is just immaculate, and you can't really appreciate it with a lower bit rate of streaming services. So you just get this Blu-ray if you like Chainsaw Man. And when the Razziark releases, get that on Blu-ray. Even though the animation that can definitely be appreciated with a lower bit rate. Next, we have probably the best show ever made. BoJack Horseman. They only made 2 seasons on Blu-ray. And, yeah, BoJack Horseman is quite possibly the best show ever made. If you've seen it, you understand what I'm referring to. Oh, this is way too tight. But yeah, it's just fantastic in every way. It's so good. I just watch it if you haven't already. Also, when it says strong violence, what are they talking about? Because when is BoJack Horseman violent? Like, being serious, how often does it actually get violent? Exactly. But this is one of my favourite shows ever. Probably the best show ever. And if you haven't seen it, watch already. It is immaculate. I didn't say actually. Some of the best episodes of this season are The Telescope and Downer Ending. I was about to check what the episode's called, but it's called Downer Ending. And season 2 here. This is season 2, Racing 18. That's why I personally think it could get away with a 15 rating, but sure, I don't rate the films. Don't know why Disc 2 has the 18 rating, as it is not the one with the episode rated 18. Maybe it's the bonus features, who knows. But some of the standout episodes of this are Let's Find Out, Let's Find Out, and Escape from LA. That was almost scary. By the way, I just want to say, me saying this is the best show ever made, this is coming from someone who hasn't seen The Sopranos or Breaking Bad, so obviously that opinion could change if I see those shows, if I can be bothered to, if I'm being honest. So this is Rick and Morty, which is another very, honestly quite sad show at times, but also a very funny show. So this is season 1. Something you're going to notice is that this one comes on 2 discs, whereas season 2 comes on 1. But I think not many people are going to disagree, but easily the best seasons of the show are seasons 1 and 2. And I still enjoy season 3. I still enjoy it a lot. But I just don't nearly like it as much with Jaded Morty. Just depressed Morty. But I still do really enjoy Rick and Morty as a show overall. Especially the family aspects, family dynamics. Yeah, that is the strongest point. Same with all the dynamic with Rick and Morty. This is season 2. I might get season 3 at some point, but not getting season 4, 5, 6. The number after that, or 8. This is a plumbus. You know what you do with a plumbus. Everybody knows what you do with a plumbus. I don't really have all that much to say. So those were my miscellaneous ones that I felt like showing off. Best show ever. Let me think. Yeah, on to my next segment. Before I move on, I know I'm gonna get like a million comments about if I don't show it. I have the book for Chainsaw Man. I know there's gonna be like 12 million people saying, oh, read the book's so much better. I have the book, and to not risk copyright or anything, I am not going to show what's in the book at all. So, we're moving on to I am such a flipping moron. Futurama! I own the first 4 seasons of this, because these are the only ones that come in cool cardboard cases like this. They come in cool cardboard. They have this nice sleeve, and you pull it out, and you get and you get 3 different cases. Well, yes, this is a huge waste of plastic. It's nice to know they care. They all come. This has got so much love put into it. Every picture, every disc has a picture underneath it with a joke. This is surprisingly tiring doing this. With a joke on them. Like this one, they're both going the same way on a tube. Oh wait, no they're not. They're going 2 different ways, and they bump into each other. There's so much love in these. And then there's bonus features. Which the bonus features in this one, they're good. They're good. I don't know what to say besides from just... This one comes in a different case. I think I might have had to replace this case, because it was in awful condition. I don't know. The case just feels different. Oh, no, that's not clamps. Remember Mr. Clamp Man, the clamp guy? I swear to God, why did they ever try and make him like a cactus? Tried to have, they gave his own episode. Like, who cares? He's Clamp. He's Mr. Clampy Clamps. So that was season 1. I probably had the worst commentary on it. Season 2 now. I like this picture quite a bit. And I prefer this picture of with the cardboard sleeve on, but with it off. I much prefer the other one, because it feels like there's a lot more going on in the other one, while having its own style. And I love this picture of all of them doing the conga in space. That's a lovely joke. I love it. Also, it says 30th Century Fox, even though it's 20th century. Oh my God. 20th Century Fox. That's a good catch, me. Well, yeah, well done, me. You know, me, you deserve more praise. Huh. This comes with a booklet that I can't... Fox, the very best on TV. That's not true. There are better channels than Fox. What good shows do Fox have? They have The Simpsons, Futurama, American Dad, not Family Guy. I don't like Family Guy. I used to. It's just hard to rewatch. Wait a second, is that rated a How is that rated a 12? By the way, this video, I do not have the Blu-ray for the show that I'm reviewing. Because it's 40 quid for one season. And I cannot be asked. Oh yeah, these are one continuous picture. I'm not gonna show the whole picture, but you understand, don't you? Yeah, I'll show this one, because these two really are clearly linked together. This won't go in. Right, and then this is the third disc. Yeah, they clearly did put a lot of effort. This one's taking the most time to put, the most time to put, to show off. Everyone, I want everyone to go, leave everyone in the comments, everyone. Just say what the favorite episode is, everyone. Okay, everyone? Nah, I'll say that one. I want everyone to go in the comments and say what their favorite Futurama episode is. I want to see how many people say the Sad Dog episode. Like, don't not say the Sad Dog episode if it's your favorite episode just because I made a joke about it, but genuinely say what your favorite one is. If it's the Sad Dog one, say the Sad Dog one. But I want to know what everyone's favorite episode is. Everyone. This one. I've noticed a slight change in the way they do their box art. Instead of having it, you can put it either way. Whichever one you like. You kind of have to have it one way. And this... What can I say about this season? What can I say about this season? Is this the one with the Sad Dog episode? I'm not sure, but it's the one with Luck of the Friarish. Which, that one is fantastic. That's kind of writing-wise along the same lines as the Sad Dog one. And look at this one. Which one's the first disc? I'm assuming it's the one I can't get out. Yeah, this one comes in a weird case. I forgot about this one. This one, people need. You know what? I kind of wish more DVDs had this this push thing by here, because that feels nice to use. I don't know what I can say. Oh yeah, here's a funny story. One time I found a place individually selling these DVD cases. Not like, they didn't have the big cardboard thing or the plastic sleeve. They just had the individual cases with the discs. Which I understand that that's how they were given it. They were a charity shop after all. But it's just funny. Oh. Rare case of the UK being more sensitive than Ireland. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, this final disc, there's something I want to show you. There's an ad in one of them that has not aged well. Well, I say not aged well. It's weird to look at nowadays, knowing something about it. And I feel like there's going to be someone who Oh my god, I cannot get this in properly. One sec. I got it in properly. Don't worry guys, I'm not damaging my disc. Don't start judging me in the comments. Oh yeah, I didn't show it like this, did I? There you go. This is it, Futurama the game. This is what hasn't aged well. Look, Xbox, PS2, Nintendo, GameCube. And if you don't know, it didn't release on the GameCube. I looked that up because I was looking around for the GameCube version, just like to see how much it would cost, as that was the worst selling system that year. Because I know it's quite a rare game, and I went down a rabbit hole looking at it. Turns out it doesn't exist. And also the Futurama game's also kind of just not that great a game to begin with. Sorry about that rant. No. Oh, thank God. Right, so we're moving on to the last of our Futurama seasons now. Super underrated show, well, at least compared to The Simpsons. I much prefer the comedy style of Futurama, and I love the world building and the characters. Also, I love this cover, because you see it like this, and then look at that, look at that, look at that, and then this looks just cool on its own. Am I the only one who thinks that looks like the hammer? Kind of like, from a distance, that kind of looks like the hammer and sickle. I'm the only one. Oh my god, I have another one of these. Wait, no, this one's different. I remember this one. Yeah, look, it's different. I don't remember that Wait, that's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't know what Angel is. 24, I literally see this DVD everywhere. That's inescapable. So this disc, I don't know what to say right now. I'm just gonna kind of not talk until I see something I'm gonna start ranting about. Oh, this is the one with the sad dog episode. That's it, right there. I remember that episode. That was a weird episode. A lot of these are PG, which I wouldn't expect, as Futurama can be quite crude. It's not like South Park or Family Guy levels of crude or anything, but still not like PG. Now this one looks weird. Oh, that episode's not aged well at all. But if anything, that makes it funnier. So if anything, it's aged like fine wine. Wow, I went down a weird rabbit hole just then, saying if something's not aged well. For some reason, this one's a lot lower resolution than the others. And I don't know why that is. Because, like, it's still made of high quality printing paper that they'd print with. Like, that kind. Like, it's still made of high quality printing paper that they'd normally print with in terms of high. I don't know what I'm saying, but you should understand. I hope. But yeah, so many are the same material of paper. That's what I was trying to say. But it's just a little resolution. Right, I'm going to look at another 2 anime ones I got, I think, next. And see you then. So, I've got I got some Blu-rays and DVDs to show next. But I thought I'd show this one first. Because, I love Alien. I love the Alien films. Alien 1 is one of my favourite films. Like it's in my top 10. And Aliens is a very good follow-up one. Well, not being as good as the first one, but still. Though I still love these films. Alien 3. I don't know why, but the ratings are so inconsistent on the discs. I don't know why all the Alien films were rated 18. They're not 18 worthy films. They're very good films though. And I really love this box set. It's very high quality. And it contains everything you could possibly want. I've skimmed over that one, but that's because... So, sorry about that Alien one being so fast. That's because I wanted to show off this. Mob Psycho 100. This is one of my favourite animes, and just shows in general of all time. Not my favourite anime or my favourite show, but it is up there. So, weirdly enough, something about this is that 2 of these discs are Blu-rays and 2 of these are DVDs. I'm not complaining, however, because, like, I'm not losing anything here. I'm just getting one on DVD. I'm just getting one just reproduced on a Blu-ray and one on a DVD. So it doesn't really make a difference, but still, though, I love Mob Psycho 100. And if you haven't watched it, do yourself a favour. So I got this off, half price off. It cost me like 25 quid for the whole thing, which I think is a good price. I really like this art book, which is just some cool art of the show, which I'm not going to properly show for copyright reasons. I mean, I'm pretty traumatized after I basically just could not get my Wallace and Gromit video up for ages. Something just disconnected from my computer, and I'm not bothering. Here's the annoying thing about this. It is so hard to get open without feeling like you're about to damage it. Right. I kind of wish they made this out of different materials or something. This is a cool keyring. Spirits in Touch Consultations, which is like the place where the main character works. I don't want to get out of its packaging because it's like a fossil. There's some stickers. Don't really care about these. I couldn't care less if I'm being honest. Why would I want stickers? Aside from the keychain, well, actually, this is the coolest thing out of all of them, and then the keychain is also pretty cool, but like, this is taking a while to open. This is, wow, yeah, this is some cool art cards of Mob Psycho 100. Wait a second. These characters look practically the same. 1 second. So I just wanted to sip my tea. So that was the Mob Psycho. I love this show. If you please just watch it or else. Yeah, just please, it's such a good show. Also, if you like get a bit bored of it because of season 1, it gets better. I still like season 1. I still think it's just like good season of TV. But like, oh my god, this is hard to get in the bag. Get in the bag, mate. Yeah, if you saw me trying to put this in right now, if you saw me trying to put these cards in this bag right now, you'd probably want to help me, or you just want to skip this part of the video, right? I was able to. I'm putting this all back in. I know you can't see it, but probably don't if I'm being honest. This is painful for me to watch. Oh yeah, and here's the back. I feel like I'm going at way too fast a pace for this. I don't know, my pacing skills aren't very good. My pacing skills aren't very good if the audio could hardly catch that. T-set break. This is the huge Death Note set, which again is another great. I'm still not finished with this because I'm reading the books first and then I'm watching the show, so I'm very slowly getting through it. These are all like thin cases. I don't know why, but the colors on these things are so bright, even though it's a very dark show, like lighting wise and tonally. I don't know what I can say about this. That's like Yagami. Yagami. That's light. Also, no spoilers in the comments for Death Note. Please. Please. I don't want you to spoil it for me. If you do, then it better be a joke. Oh yeah, that's L. The detective. Have you guys seen the Simpsons parody of Death Note? That's one of the only episodes, besides showing the episode where, actually that's one of the only Simpsons episodes I've watched past like season 10 or so. Oh wait, no, actually no, I'd say more so 20. Do you want to hear a fun fact? You can't answer, but here you go. One time, I was putting on live TV and I just randomly saw The Simpsons and I put it on, and no joke, the exact moment I put it on was the exact moment when they said the whole "stop strangling Bart" thing, and I was like, oh my god, that's a coincidence. This disc has that character on it. She's a character. I don't want to say much about it in case I get demonetized. I mean, the show's only at 12 at this point, but still. Yeah, to be honest, the show's quite tame for an anime, especially compared to others like Obligatory Tea Break. Especially compared to others like Attack on Titan or Chainsaw Man or Even Dan, I know they're not similar. But still. 5, 6. I do love a lot of the art on these DVDs. What can I say about this one? That's interesting. I don't know what to say about a lot of these. I'm trying. If you couldn't tell by now, I have not got the knack of this whole look at this, say something interesting about it thing. But, Death Note's a really good anime. Anyone who hasn't watched it should really watch it. And if you're one of those people who says, "Oh, I don't watch anime because anime sucks," just shut up. Just shut up, my computer. Shut up. My computer's trying to disagree with me by disconnecting something. Just shut up. It's good. You just need to give it a chance. Like, I used to be an anime hater. And now all I watch is anime. I don't know. So I've heard once you get past like halfway through Death Note, it becomes not as good. Bonus features on this are really good, but I don't know. I'm not at that point yet, so don't spoil anything. Right, on to my next set of DVDs. So now I'm doing the Cornetto trilogy of films, and I got Paul somewhere. I don't know where Paul is. Sorry, but it is somewhere. So Shaun of the Dead. Now, I kind of hate my Cornetto trilogy video. I really messed up on the script. So I wanna re-say something that I said in the video. I said I didn't care for the romance bit of Shaun of the Dead all too much. My opinion on it is kind of changed. I personally think, while the comedy isn't as good, I find it to be the more engaging part of the film, but I kind of enjoy it slightly less. I think that's what I meant to say in the video. But my hand's all sticky from touching something in this camera. Yeah, that's my copy of Shaun of the Dead, which is my second favourite film ever made, for 2 reasons. I want to re-say it. 1, I personally think zombies are something that needed to be parodied. They're such a stupid idea, and they're such a good idea for comedy. And 2, I just find it so funny. I just love the characters as well. And I just love this film. It's one of my favourites. Hot Fuzz. You know Hot Fuzz. I know Hot Fuzz. It's the police film about police who don't take their job seriously. But this film's a riot. This film's hilarious. You know what they say? F the police. Coming straight from the underground. No, I'm not singing the rest of that song. I know the rest of it because I watched South Park. I need to be more. I wish I was more funny. But yeah, Hot Fuzz. Good film. Now for my least favourite of the Cornetto trilogy. and one that I don't hugely love, is The World's End. I don't think that the characters are hugely well written, at least compared to other films, and also and because of that, they focus less on comedy, which makes it neither better at the characters nor the comedy, but it's still a good film. Batman. No, it's actually not Batman, it's Batman. Yeah, sorry. Kelly Chris is never wrong, it's Batman. So this is the art of it, which honestly in concept is much less interesting than the Mob Psycho one. And I just find it less interesting. Maybe it's just because I'm biased towards anime, but yeah. What's his name? Two-Face? Half-Face? That guy. His design is weird. Like, compared to the others, it's just a guy with half of his face missing. It's not all that interesting. Wait a second. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This here breaks the law. This box set, because it doesn't have a rating on the front cover, this box set actually breaks the law. No way. That is cool. Very nice of you, man. I actually haven't watched any of these films. I have just been given, well, I say just been given, I've had this for a while, but I was given this, and I just haven't watched it yet. I will watch the films at one point, but, you know. So I think we've looked at that enough. I know, 2 seconds. Yeah, we've looked at it enough. But, I don't really have much to say as I haven't seen these films yet. It's just a cool, big fat box set. And here's another box set of films I haven't watched. Rocky. I will watch these at some point. But another one, I got this at a car boot sale. And it was like £1 or something. And it's like, why not, I guess. Someone in the comments tell me what the best Rocky film is. Because it seems to be, there's no definitive, this is the best one. And there's no definitive, this is the worst one. For Rocky films. And also this comes with a booklet that I forget. Also, I love how this is, oh yeah, isn't this the scene where he gets thrown a beef pasty or whatever it was? A Greg's pasty. Got it in. So yeah, someone tell me in the comments which is the best and worst one. Actually, you know what? Anyone who's seen it, comment it. If someone's already commented, comment what your order is. And if it's the same, just like leave a comment saying, oh yeah, my order's the same, bruh. So that was the Rocky box set. Very big for this fold out container type. It's Star Wars. I don't need to say much about this because it's Star Wars. But like, Star Wars is pretty cool. I like this box set. I like the pictures. I like this one, the silvery one of all the guys and the gals and the robots. And I like this one of Darth Vader. I've accidentally found something with my camera that could annoy you guys. So, Star Wars. We all know it. We all know Star Wars. You know it, and you most of all, you know it. I'm not going to say we all know it, we all love it, because that's just never the case. Because there's always going to be someone who dislikes it. There's always going to be someone who's like a moaning little baby in the comments going, meh, 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 I don't like it. And we're just like, shut up. I think we can agree, Star Wars is everyone's favourite Star Wars film series. Yeah, can we agree on that? And now the trilogies. The original one's the best one, and for some reason there are people who say the prequels are better. The third prequel was good. Am I supposed to care about the other ones? I've realised I probably missed so much of this in the camera. There's so much probably being covered by my hand. I am terrible at doing this. You know something, I don't really like the posters they've used for the box sets. They feel cheap. Because, Star Wars has, some of the best posters. Like, this one they've used on the disc. It has some of the best posters in history. And they just don't use those. They use these cheap-looking ones. I don't know. Mild annoyance for me. And then there's the bonus material. I haven't actually watched any of these because they're all an hour long. And I'm not the type of guy who watches hour-long bonus thing. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that guy. But they are definitely for the people who would watch hour-long bonus materials. And I am just not one of them. I'm more into the Hot Fuzz kind of little short ones, like outtakes and so. Oh, I love the bonus features on the Hot Fuzz. Another rant, but yeah, I'm not into the kind of 12 million hour long ones. It isn't doing the this box set farts. Yeah, or at least it sometimes does. Here we go, look, it's the farting box set. Oh, do the farting. I think I've won that joke then. So say goodbye to the farting box set, because it will not be here when I get back. So that was all the significant ones. I can't go on for any longer without feeling like I'm dragging it on even more than I am. I have some others, but I just can't be bothered to show them off, considering that I have nothing to say about them, especially compared to the other ones. So thank you so much for watching this video, and goodbye.